I just received this newly released BeStableCam SteadyGim6 Plus gimbal. It's a handheld gimbal that was just released, and it comes with this new Alex Moss controller with the encoder in it. And one of the things I noticed upon opening this was this little black wire that was sticking out of the case here. So when they put the top cover onto this controller, somebody ignored the fact that this little black wire was sticking out, and then when they clamped the case down, it cut into the wire. So I decided to open the cover and check out the amount of damage that happened to this wire to evaluate what the performance might be for this particular gimbal. Another issue I noticed with this SteadyGim6 Plus was straight out of the box, it comes with this joystick. And when I examined the joystick, I immediately noticed that this screw, get it focused, this screw right here was not screwed in. As you can see, it's protruding outside the case, whereas the rest of these are screwed down. Someone failed to screw this down tightly. Now, the other thing I noticed when I examined this, when I tested the joystick itself, in 3 of the axes it works fine. However, on the 4th one, it sticks and will not come back to center. Right, down, and up seem to be fine. When we push it over to the left, it's sticky and it just stays there. So you have to bring it back. And this happens consistently. This is just not an occasional. As soon as you put it over to full left, it sticks. When in fact, it should bounce back just like it does on these other axes. It's supposed to neutralize back to center when released, and it does not when it's to the full left. So this is another issue with this SteadyGim6 Plus. Another issue I noticed with the SteadyGim6 Plus was on the pitch motor. As you can see here, there is some discoloration here on this edge. I don't know what caused that. There's a wear mark here, almost like the anodization process didn't completely take. This is a wear mark. This is down to the aluminum here. You can see that white spot. And the other more blatant thing that I found was over here, the screw was missing. Well, I looked in the case that it ships in, and fortunately I found the screw, which you can replace. But the point is that this was not inspected carefully before it was shipped, or they would have noticed this screw was missing from the motor, just like the screw that was not tightened down on the joystick. Craftsmanship seems to be poor. The quality control inspections also seem to be poor. This is kind of a sad state of affairs for an otherwise appearing to be quite a nice gimbal system.